YouTube channel, and as you can see by the title today, we are going to do Kim KW Met Gala transformation. I'm pretty excited to try this. I haven't like practiced or anything, and this bit of like fluffy hair, which side is it on here? It's annoying me. So we're just gonna try it together and see what happens. I wanted to start off bare-faced. I do my brows on, but I always put my brows on first. And yeah, we're gonna use purely drugstore makeup because I think that's just gonna be a bit more challenging, because honestly, please focus, because honestly when I thought of this look, I thought using my Stila glitter and glows, so I'm gonna need to try and dupe those out for something else in my collection. And yeah, I think we should just stop fanning around, to be honest, and just get into it. And I've had lash glue that just won't come out of my eyes. So if you want to see if I can even remotely do this, then please just do keep on watching. So the foundation I've chosen to use is my Revolution Pro Foundation Drops shade F5. I've already got them on my body because obviously Kim K is a lot more tan than I am, and I'm going to try and emulate a tan a bit more, but I'm also going to mix that with this sleek highlighting elixir. This is shade Poppin' Bottles, and I just thought it would be nice to add a bit of luminosity, maybe they both work, to the look, because her look is very glowy. I've just put a big blob on this little tray, and I'm just gonna add some glow to it. That looked so gross, by the way. I love this foundation a lot. I was gonna use my conceal and define, but I used that in my last video, like my last makeup video, so yeah, let's just bonk this on the face. I never start my videos without makeup on, and I also never do my base really before my eyes, so doing things a bit differently today. Oh my goodness, that sleek drops are literally doing the most. My skin is already looking so glowy. Maybe I used too much. Not possible, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna say I used slightly too much highlighting drops, which I know is kind of vaguely impossible, but my skin is glowing to the high heavens. That's a good thing. We're gonna move on. The palette I've chosen is a classic. This is the Soph. I think it's just the Soph. I always go to say Soph Extra Spice because I much prefer that one now. But this has the colours in it that I really need. So we're gonna start. I also don't know the shade names because I've lost the sheet, but the names will be magically on the screen. The first shade I'm going in with is this one up in this corner. My eyes are obviously wet. My whole skin feels like it's wet. I don't know how much setting I'm actually gonna do. I'm just gonna make sure I've got no creases on my lid. I'm literally just gonna pack this all over both eyes, over my lids, into my crease, and start blending it out. This brush, by the way, is the Blank Canvas E24. I just love it for just packing on those colors really quickly. Exactly where you need them. And it's good for underneath the eye as well because it does have a flat edge. Don't know when this video will go up, but today it was announced that Makeup Revolution are doing another collaboration, this time with Rachel Leary. And we've spoken about this in a couple of my recent videos. I've got another one. Oh, it's really quite funny. Yeah, I've got like no fallout from that. It's good. Just taking a clean brush. This is a Morphe M573. It's just a big fluffy brush. I'm just gonna blend out the edges of this first shade. I think it's a pretty diffused look with that lovely stripe through it. I am just in love with this colour. I'm not worried about taking it down too low underneath my eyes because I still need to conceal. I can even like wipe off a bit of foundation and just, you know, tidy things up. I'm more concerned about what's going on the top because I don't want to have to like wipe that off, you know. So I want to go in with a paler colour just to blend the edges. I'm just going to go in with one right beside it, this one here, which almost verges on cool tone, but I think it's going to be fine. Just to really soften the edges of this. And this shade's clung really well to my eyes because I have that wet tacky base. So it's actually a little bit more pigmented than I expected it to be. But I've not picked up this palette in a while, so maybe I've just forgotten how good it is. And then I just want to deepen things up a pinch, so I'm going to go in with this shade down here. Mainly focusing this outer and inner corner as well. And along the lower lash line. And I'm just grabbing a wee Morphe M506 brush and dipping in that same shade very, very, very lightly just to blend it into my crease. I actually will pack more of it on my outer corner and inner corner as well. It's more pigmented than I meant it to be. So I've just deepened that up and I'm like, oh, I might have deepened it up too much. So I'm going in with my Morphe M514, great brush. And these two shades that I first used mixed together, but mostly the lighter one, because I need to diffuse this a pinch. I got carried away. Anyway, this is just my interpretation. It's not like the real thing. Just using that Morphe M573 and then this second lightest shade here just to go around the edges, and then we can move on to the fun part. So to start the fun part and then start making my face look not so scary because I look terrifying right now, I'm going to take this third shade in on a little pencil brush. Any pencil brush will do. I've already made my eyes look darker than Kim's, so that's just my bad. I'm just using this Essence setting spray just to wet it, and I'm going to start putting this up the center of my lid. And that's obviously going above the crease because her look goes really high. This is just my base. Just a little bit of a guideline for me. And then I've got like a variety of drugstore like glitters and things, but I kind of want to do a bit of a literal representation of it by taking white eyeliner on a tiny little pencil brush. So I want to take this white eyeliner and like do very small strokes with it, because that kind of reflects the light like a really glossy lid would. I'm just tapping it out because I'm worried it's going to look a little bit clowny. But I think once I put the glitter on, it'll be grand. So I think I'll use this Lottie London eye foil in the shade Feels. I will swatch it for you because her look is super cool toned, like the middle part. So I think that's the one that will work pretty well for it, hopefully. I'm just gonna pick that up on the same little nail art brush and just put that down the center as well. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just patting it out with my finger I think is just helping diffuse things and not make it too perfectly in that line. Not finding the fun bit so fun. Hers is actually wider and it doesn't taper as much. So I'm gonna try just widening mine and seeing if that makes it better. And then, just because I want to use this colour, this is the collection Glam Crystals in 16 Cosmic Stars, which is like a clear glitter. And I just want to put this on as well, because I really like it. So I feel we should move on to the rest of the face first and then come back to eyes. So I have really, honestly been doing them for ages and I'm getting bored. So I want to set my face because it is still moist. I've just realised I haven't used concealer yet. Well, that would be a mistake. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is shade Light Sand because I have another e.l.f. product I want to use. So 2 e.l.f.s, 1 cup. And I'll also use my LA Girl Pro in Medium Bisque to cream contour. Real Techniques contour brush. Just gonna wet it with that essence spray. Get that chin. I like that concealer, but I do feel like it's a little bit matte for what I wanted, although I do still have a good degree of shine on my like cheekbones and stuff, but yeah, it's definitely mattified me quite a lot. Okay, so that is now done. So what I was gonna do is I'm gonna use the Milani Prep Set Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder because it's illuminating. So this isn't like super flat and matte, and I'm just gonna kind of put it almost all over, but a very, very small amount because I don't want to have a really flat base, but I need to set my makeup. I do like the look of my face when I don't have my makeup set, but with the right powder, it shouldn't really matter. It's a really nice light one, as in it's not heavy, it's not cakey, and I just want to put it, just that when I blend all my powders in a minute, it just all sits nicely. Yeah, this has a lovely illumination to it, and it's great. So I'm sorry for using this in my last video as well, my last makeup video, but it's my I Heart Revolution Summer Love Bronzer, and it's my only drugstore bronzer that has a bit of shimmer in it, and I want to just keep that whole theme of glossy, beautiful skin. It's a great bronzer as well. I wouldn't keep using it if it wasn't, so. It has just the faintest shimmer in it. Nothing glittery. Bronzed me up, as it should. But it's still kept that nice glossy skin. To contour, I'm going to use my ever beloved Sleek Face Contour Kit. This is in light, by the way, if you're wondering. I always do find when my face isn't like properly set and baked, I do find it harder to obviously blend in powders. But I will go over the top with my powder brush or my sponge just to help everything kind of blend a bit better. I'm finding it much harder to blend this side. And I'm just going to pat over it with my sponge and just hope that kind of blends things a bit better. I just didn't want to clark my whole face in powder, you know. So I picked up a new highlight. This is the e.l.f. highlight. I don't know what it's called because I threw the box away, and this is in the shade White Gold, in the smallest little sticker that they put on. Let's try it out. I don't think I've ever tried anything really by e.l.f. apart from that concealer, and definitely not tried a highlight from them. I'm excited by this because the highlight's going to bring this look together. I'm worried this might be too pale for kind of how tanned I am right now. Tanned, foundationed, but it doesn't really look like anything's picking up on the brush. I mean, that looks quite nice, but it does feel very hard and quite rough. There's something there. Is this one of those ones that you need to scrape the layer off? It's definitely on there. I feel like it could give me a wee bit more. It's not pleasing me thoroughly, so I'm going to take a spoolie and like scrape off a layer of it and see if that makes any difference. Let's try it on the other side of my face. Could be just that there was loose kind of particles of the highlight sitting in the pan. a really nice highlight, but I don't know, I expected it to be a wee pinch more blinding. Put it on the shoulders and things. I don't know. I was expecting a little pinch more. I don't really think she's wearing blush, and it's going to feel really weird to me not to put blush on. I think I could get away with pinch blush. I'm going to use a little bit of my really old Peach Melba one from Natural Collection. I actually have a new one of this because I'm going to do a cheapest things boots makeup video at some point. And it kind of happened that everything was Natural Collection, so it's kind of a full face of Natural Collection, but there we go. I've had that in my drawer for months. I put it quite high up. Kind of looked like her blush just melted into her bronzer, to be honest. Sorry about the noise outside. Oh, hold on, we need a sick inner corner highlight. And I think I know what one to use. I think we'll use the Lottie London thing. Where is it? There we go. Eye foil in Feels. And it looks like she's wearing black eyeliner, so I'm going to use my Barry Bold Waterproof one, because this one is insane. I do think this is just going to kind of close my eyes, to be honest, but I'm trying to stay quite close to the picture. I just pulled myself. Tight layer sex tape. Just did it again. So her lashes are super spiky, and my favourite way and my favourite pair of lashes is Pinky Goat, what are they called? Nura, I knew that. Which are kind of spiky on their own, but layered with Pinky Goat Hana, H-A-N-A. So I put this pair under this pair, stack them on top, which creates this super spiky and much longer, thicker pair. I've got a few pairs of each. So I'm going to throw those lashes on, and then we will be back in a moment. For lips, I'm going to use Makeup Revolution Noble. I think it's called Noble, yeah. Noble lip liner. And you know I'm going to overline my lips. And I'm just going to go in with a little slick of Maybelline 710 Sultry Sand. First of all. And I'm going to follow that up with Maybelline Tease Lip Gloss, my favourite one in the world. And it's very cheap, so win-win. I think she's probably wearing a clear gloss, but I don't really want to put a clear gloss on. I think that might be us, you know. I'm never going to be able to achieve her hairstyle. A, my hair isn't long enough. B, I have like 4 follicles. I was going to say follicles. Follicles of hair on my head. I'm going to go away, see if I can do something, and then I'll come back and we'll see what I've done. But I wouldn't get too excited about it. So I just went for the scraped back wet hair look using a lot of Hamish's hair gel, and he's not going to be happy because he doesn't use the cheap stuff. So don't tell him, let's just pretend it's wet. And I took creative license by putting my hoops in, which aren't very creative, but there we are. I also got these really cute ear cuffs on eBay for like 99p, but my goodness, they hurt. So I need to hurry up and do my outro. So I'm actually really happy with how this look has come out. I think compared to the picture, it's not that far off. I'm glowing, I'm dewy, I've got nude shiny lips in the eye, and yeah, I mean, I'm actually really chuffed. Like, I feel like I look, you know, quite good. I'll go to edit this and be like, no, Melissa, you look shocking. So you need to let me know down below what you think of this look. Do you think I've done it fairly accurately, or do you think, Melissa, no, go home, get a new job, get a real job? I do have a real job, I just don't right now. So yeah, let me know what you think of this look down below in the comments. I'm pleased, I am pleased. Let me know if this is a look you would recreate, because obviously I created this out of nothing. I'm really original like that, so yeah, if you do copy this look, please tag me, or I will cause a storm and say that you copied me. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please take a bit of a thumbs up, it really helps me out. Also leave me a comment down below, I do reply to all of my comments. And on that note, I will say adieu. Probably in a really bad accent. Adieu. Adieu. Thanks for watching. Bye.